Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ruswindra. I'm from Group 3. Uh, my name is 2110118210033, and I will explain about vocabulary and some example question. The first is vocabulary. Vocabulary first is at, or in Indonesian language we say ganjil. For general, strange, or unusual. For example, they are very odd people. And definition in math is of number that cannot be divided exactly by the number 2. For example, 3, 5, and 7 are all odd number. And the houses on this side of the street all have odd number. And next vocabulary is even, and we say in bahasa is genap. For definition, for general, used to emphasize something unexpected or surprising. She didn't even or surprising. For example, she didn't even call to say she wasn't coming. And definition in math is a whole number that can be divided exactly by 2. For example, 4, 6, 8, and 10 are all even number. And for example, another example, 6 is an even number and 7 is an odd number. Next vocabulary is absolute value, or, and in Indonesian we say nilai mutlak. For pronunciation is absolute value. Is for definition is magnitude of a real number without regard to sign. So in practice, absolute value means to remove any negative sign in front of a number and to think of all numbers as be positive or zero. This is a symbol of absolute value. For example, first, absolute value minus 5 equal 5. Next example is minus 6 is 6 away from 0. So the absolute value of minus 6 is 6. Next vocabulary is round up, or in bahasa we say pembulatan angka ke atas. For pronunciation is round up, used to round a number up, for usually to decimal number if the number after the comma is greater than or equal to 5. However, round up is not just rounding the integers. Round up also applies to round values to the nearest 10 or to the nearest 100. For example, 5,7 rounded up to 6. 7,5 rounded up to 8. 1,46 rounded up to 1,5. And next vocabulary is round down. In Indonesian language, we say pembulatan angka ke bawah. For pronunciation is round down. Round down is the rounding of a number to be specified at number of decimal place. Always rounding down if the number after the comma is less than 5. Same as round up, round down is not just rounding to integers. It also applies to round values to the nearest 10 or to the nearest 100. This is for example, 6,2 rounded down to 6. 6,24 rounded down to 6,2 or 6. And 17,343 rounded down to 17,34 or 17,3 or 17. Next vocabulary is bisector. Bisector. And in Indonesian language, we say garis bagi. In geometry, a bisector is a straight line that divided an angle or line into two equal parts. This is for illustration. Angle BOC equal with COA. Next vocabulary is centroid. For the pronunciation is centroid. In Indonesian language, we say titik pusat. The centroid is the center point of the object and usually symbolized by a capital letter. This is for illustration. The centroid of a circle lies at the center of a circle. This is a centroid of circle. And this is the centroid of a triangle is the intersection of the three medians of the triangle. Next vocabulary is median. In Indonesian language, we say nilai tengah. For pronunciation is median. For definition is the middle number in a set of ordered numbers. For example, 1, 3, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Median equal 6. Another example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Median equal 4 plus 5 dividing by 2 equal 4, 5. Next is finite. For pronunciation is finite. In Indonesian language, we say terhingga. For definition, it is often expressed in sets. The number of elements is finite, or the other words. The example must have a limit or n. For example, A equal x if x is positive integers, x less than 0, and x greater than 0 and x less than 10 equal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Next vocabulary is infinite. In Indonesian language, we say tak terhingga. For pronunciation is infinite. For definition, it is often expressed in set. The number of elements is infinite, or the other word, the elements without limit or n. For example, B if equal x if x is even number greater than 2 equal 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and blah, blah, blah. Next video, two variables. Create a graph of the linear equation 5x plus 2y equals 12. For solution, 5x plus 2y equal 12. And both sides we subtract 5x and we get 2y equals 20 minus 5x. And next step is both two sides with dividing by 2, and we get y equals 10 minus 5 per 2x. Value of y depends of value of x. For example, if value of x equal 0, we get y equal 10 minus 5 per 2 times x equal 10. And we get coordinate x, y is 0, 10. And if, let's say, x value is 2, we get y equal 10 minus 5 per 2 times 2 equal 5. And we get coordinate 2, 5. Let's say x value is 4, we get y equal 10 minus 5 per 2 times 4 equal 0. And we get coordinate 4, 0. Actually, we can draw a graph with two coordinates, but in this question, we try create a graph. We try a draw graph with more to more coordinate. This is a graph, and coordinate first is 0, 10. Second coordinate is 5, 2, 5. And last coordinate is, I'm sorry, not last coordinate, and third coordinate is 4, 0. And this is a line of 5x plus 2y equals 12. This is example 1, the question. The larger of two numbers is equal to be 14 more than 3 times the smaller number. Find the smaller number if their difference is 38. For answer, let's say the small number equal n and the large number equal 14 more than 3 times the smaller number. This is we get from the question. And we can write large number equal 3 times smaller number for 14. And we know about the smaller number equal n, so the large number equal 3n plus 14. From the question, find the smaller number if their difference is 38. So we get about large number minus smaller number equal 38. And we know from beside, we know about large number is 3n plus 14 and small number is n. So large number minus smaller numbers is 3n plus 14 minus n equal 38. And 3n minus n, we get 2n plus 14 equal 38. And from both sides, we dividing by 14 and we get 2n equal 38 minus 14, and we get 2n equal 14. And both sides we dividing by 2 and we get n equal 12. So we check for cross check the answer. Therefore, the small number is 12 and the large number is 3 times 12 plus 14 equal 15. So the smaller number is 12. Example 4. Sandy is 4 times as old as Robbie is now. In 10 years, Sandy will be 6 years older than Robbie. How old are they now? For answer, let's say Robbie is 8 equal x. And from the question, Sandy is 4 times as old as Robbie is now. So Sandy x is 4 times Robbie x. And Sandy x is 4x because Robbie x is x. In 10 years, Robbie x will be x plus 10. And Sandy's age will be 4x plus 10. So from the question, we know about Sandy's age equal Robbie age plus 6. And Sandy x is 4x plus 10 equal Robbie x plus 6 is 10x plus, x plus 10 plus 6. We get 4x plus 10 equal x plus 16. And both sides we subtract with minus x and we get 4x minus x equal, and both sides subtract with minus 10 too. And equal 16 minus 10 equal 3x plus n, and both sides we dividing by 3 and we get x equal 2. So therefore Robbie's current age is 2 and Sandy's current age is 2. 2 times 4 equal 8. So Robbie age now is 2 years old, and Sandy's age is 8 years old. Example 5. Jessica is 27 years old and Melissa is 21 years old. How many years ago was Jessica twice as old as Melissa? Let's say X equal the numbers of years in the past. And Jessica, we will get Jessica was 27 minus X years old and Melissa was 21 minus X years old. The relationship X years ago was Jessica age equal 2 times Melissa age. Okay. Now for the next question, for next step, substituting the past age, we get the equation for the problem. Jessica age, we know about 27 minus X equal to times Melissa age is 21 minus X. And with times we get 27 minus X equal 2 times 21 is 42, and 2 times minus X is minus 2X. And we get X value is 15 years ago. So Jessica was 27 minus X and X is 15 equal 12 years old, and Melissa was 21 minus X is, and X value is 15 equal years, so equal 6 years old. Clearly, Jessica was twice as old as Melissa. So how many years ago was Jessica twice as old as Melissa? The conclusion is 15 years ago. Example 6. Two cars are traveling on the same highway toward each other from town that are 150 miles apart. One car is traveling at 60 mph, while the other is traveling at 50 mph. If they start at the same time, how much time to the nearest minutes will have passed at the moment when they pass each other? For solution, for drawing a picture can help. The car traveling at 60 mph will cover more the distance than the car traveling at 50 mph. This is a straight line. This is from A to B is 150 miles, and X point is, and car will meet in X point. From A point to X point is fast car, and from B point to X point is slower car. Total distance equal distance traveled by faster car plus distance traveled by slower car. Since the cars start at the same time and pass each other at the same time, the time they have both travel is the same. Therefore, we can use one variable for this time is t. Let's say t equal times travel by both cars, and both car will have same time. The relationship is distance equal rate times time for each car. Our models become, the distance is 150 equal 60t plus 50t. We get 150 equals 110t. We dividing both sides with 110, and we get t equal 150 per 110, and we get t equal 1,363636. The decimal part of our hour can be converted to minutes by multiplying. Value t is 1,36336. We round up, so the value t is 1,37. And 1,37, this is equal with 1 plus 0,36. And 1 is 1 hour, and plus 0,37 hour. So we get we convert 0,37 to minutes. So 0,37 times 16 equals 22,2 minutes. And we round up, the answer is 1 hour and 22 minutes. So if they start at the same time, how much time to the nearest minutes will have passed at the moment when they pass each other? So the conclusion is 1 hour and 22 minutes. This is for check the answer. The faster car travel 15 per 11 times 60 equals 900 per 11, and the slower car travel 15 per 11 times 50 equals 750 per 11 for 11. By adding this fraction, we find that together they travel 1,065 650 per 11 equal 150 miles. That's from me. If I have a mistake, I'm sorry. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.